Hey everyone, this is Grace of gbmaltese, and I thought I'd do a little WIP and Chat today, and I'm going to be working on this beautiful diamond painting by Howie Green. The name of the painting is Flowers, and this is from Diamond Shop. I did an unboxing of this the other day, and as you can see, I've already started putting down some of the candy drills. I'm calling them candy drills because they are eye candy. Aren't they gorgeous? They are gorgeous rhinestones, as you can see. I've put some different colors down, but then I saw someone had made a comment on my unboxing video, and they asked me how I thought this vase would turn out. I'm like, well, I don't know. So I thought, I'm going to work on this during this WIP and Chat, and let's see. We'll get a little bit of this done and see what happens, just to check it out. And this has 45 gorgeous colors. I'll link my unboxing if you want to check that out so you can get a better look at the canvas. So I've already poured out some drills so I can start working on this. And I'll do a little chit chat while I'm doing this. I actually did a I recorded a WIP and Chat a week ago. And I went to play it back, and the video looked fine. The audio, I sounded like I was talking like a computer or robot or something. Now listen to the satisfying popping. I'm actually using glue dots. I'll do a video on that, how I load my glue dots, and I'm using my everlasting tips. These are fabulous. As I put in one of my videos, this is one of my favorite new tools, these everlasting tips. And I'll show you, I've got a couple of other things ordered that I want to show you on this that are very interesting. So keep an eye out for that video. Let me make sure I'm putting A's down in the right spot. And as you can see, I didn't find any trash so far as I've been working on this painting. I haven't thrown one drill away. Nothing. They're all just beautiful. They all look great. Shiny, pretty. I hope you can see. It's okay. I try to put this in a better direction so you can see what I'm doing. Let me tell you, I've been working myself silly trying to get this video started. I have a different microphone that I normally use. Well, that's what was wrong with my video the last time. I didn't know that. That's the reason the whole thing came out so bad. So I've been working well over an hour trying to get that microphone to work. I bought a new mic stand to try it on. That didn't work. I went through and I changed the settings in the computer. That didn't work. So I am just using the volume or my microphone on my laptop. So the sound is going to be different. I'm just hoping that you're going to be able to hear me okay. And this is not going to be too distorted. Oops. Oh, I think I hear some rain. Tell you what, it has been hot, hot, hot today. I guess I'm going to need to look into investing in another microphone. I've only had that one maybe a year. I'm not sure. It was a Snowball, Blue Yeti Snowball. And, you know, it's been working fine, so I don't know what happened to it. My husband might probably want to be trying to take it apart and see if he can fix it, and that's fine. It doesn't work anyway. He might as well see if he can do something with it. But This is so easy. This is fun. These are the kinds I like to work on, these types of paintings where I don't have a lot of problems with the drills or seeing my canvas. I can see this so well. This is really nice. I am really enjoying it. The other area had a lot, so I thought I'm going to do the checkerboard method, but then this is a smaller area, so I'm just going to do this way. And I know a lot of people like to put down several at a time, but I'm just doing this one at a time while I'm talking to you. I don't want to mess this up. This is just beautiful. I want my drills to be nice and straight. Kind of picky about that. I do have a everlasting tip in a two placer that I want to try out, and then I want to do a video and show that to you, but I need to mess around with it before I do that, so I can tell you all about it and how it works. And I've got another thing that's coming that I want to show you. It's so exciting. I've got a lot of different things that I'm going to be showing. We've got a lot of unboxings to do coming up on diamond paintings and some diamond painting tools. Well, sometimes tell you what, I'm using these micro glue dots. These are fabulous. I've got two tiny little pieces in here right now, and they've been in there for, well, I guess since I maybe started on working on this. They last a long time, and I love these. You can hear that beautiful pop. Got that one in there crooked. I use an empty paint pen to straighten them. When it's just one little area. If it's a big area, I use a straightener. That was just one little drill. Well, the last time I talked to you, we were getting ready for Hurricane Laura to come through. Well, I am very happy to say, I mean, it was a miracle, actually. The path was coming right towards us, and they were expecting us to have hurricane force winds. My husband was getting things tied down. He was worried about his birdhouses flying off, so he lowered those and took some of them down. Just almost at the last minute, it turned east and went in at Lake Charles, Louisiana. And my husband has a cousin that lives there, and I do feel so bad for them. They got it really bad. Any of these hurricanes that come through, they're no fun. We're farther inland, but when it comes down a certain strip, we will get a lot of wind, and it will knock our trees down. It'll blow roofs off. It'll blow trailers over. So they did have people who lived in trailers evacuate because they really thought we were going to have it bad. But we were safe. I kept waking up all night listening for the wind, because the wind is what I was really concerned about, and nothing happened. So we were very thankful, but praying for our neighbors in Louisiana, because that is such a devastation to have the kinds of flooding and winds that came with the hurricane. And it went further up north. I'm not sure how far it went up and how many of you might have been affected that are listening. But my prayers are with all of you that have been affected in this horrible storm. And we don't know. My husband tells me they're saying there are a couple of more tropical depressions out there that are waiting to come into the Gulf. Oh boy. say that sarcastically. I'm just hoping we don't get any bad weather and that nobody loses their life. I know there have been some lives lost. Have not heard the amount as yet. So this weather is really been playing havoc on people. And then with the people who have been sick, the COVID, it's been a rough year. It's been a very rough year for so many people. And people say, can't wait for 2021. I just hope it's going to be better. Do is hope and pray that it's going to be a better year. Got to try to stay positive as we can. So, this is so beautiful. I mean, this is just so, like I said, it's so easy to work on because it's got such good drills. I'm not having to worry about throwing them away or which ones I pick up. They are just beautiful. So this looks shiny like, a glass would. So this, I'm interested in seeing how it comes out. So I am very happy that someone brought that up because that's a great idea to see how this comes out. Enjoyed working on this. I don't know if you can hear the rain. Oh, it sounds lovely. He got up to 97 degrees and the feel like temperature was 107 earlier this afternoon. So it was HOT hot, very hot. The humidity was horrible. I guess this rain was really pushing that up higher. I hope it doesn't just rain for just a little bit and then give us a steam bath. That's no fun either. I am so ready for some cooler weather to come in, but in Texas, that just because we got September around the corner doesn't mean that we're going to have cooler weather anytime soon. Anyway, I don't know if I said at the beginning of the video, I have been just so hot trying to get set up because of trying to get that microphone to work. But I recorded last week and I had talked for almost an hour and I was telling about things that my husband and I had did when we were younger. And a week has passed. I don't remember what all I said. Shoot, a lot of times I can say things 5 minutes and I might forget what I said. But I talked a little bit about some of the crazy things that we did. My husband is a big teaser. He likes to tease people. And when we first got married, he really loved teasing me. And before we got married, he liked teasing me and anybody that he thought he could tease. He just liked to be a big tease. Anyway, let's see. Okay. Got Ace back over on that side. So you notice I do hold my tray. It helps me to go a little faster because I don't have to worry about it wiggling around. And if it's flat, I'm having to go a little bit higher up over the edge. So a lot of times I'll hold it sideways. It does help me go faster. And I can pretty much go faster when I'm doing this than I can if I use a multi-placer. Because what happens when I use a big multi-placer, I spend so much time trying to straighten all the ones that got crooked. It drives me crazy to have crooked drills. Are any of the rest of you that way? Those drills have got to be straight. I mean, they may not be perfectly straight. I may not be able to see them perfectly straight, as some people might see them, but they have to meet, I guess, my standard, whatever that might be. Whatever makes you happy, you do it that way. That's what I always try to tell people. You need to do your diamond painting the way that makes you happy, not what makes somebody else happy. So just because somebody is using one method doesn't mean you have to do it. Just because somebody's using one type of tool doesn't mean you have to use it. You're going to find out what works best for you as time goes on. And I didn't go out and just buy a whole bunch of stuff when I first started diamond painting. There weren't a lot of videos out there, and there weren't a lot of things being sold out there at the time either. Okay, I'm going to put this here like that. And I'm going to leave it flat here because it's hard to, whoops, pushed a little too hard on that. Come on, get off of there. There we go. Let me straighten that with this one. A little empty one here. Excuse me. Okay. Just kind of get into a little rhythm and just go with it. This is nice. These are such nice drills. They're not, I've got so many laid down over here, I can actually set this down here. And when I'm working on it in this area, since there's nothing up there, sometimes I'll use my silicone release paper so I can hold it sideways, but then you can't see it if I'm doing that. So while I'm videoing, I will do it this way. So you can see what I'm actually doing. You can see unless you're working on something. If you're working on something, then you don't need to see anything, do you? But sometimes I like to just watch someone put drills down. It's relaxing for me. And that little popping sound, I like that. Just here. There we go. Really pretty. Really shiny and pretty. I check every so often. Got to make sure they're straight there. Well, you should have seen us going around trying to make sure everything was either lying down flat, things that could fly away. Because we were expecting that hurricane to just blow everything around. And got to check around for everything. It was just nice not to have that it didn't actually come. So I was talking last week about my husband and trying to see if I can remember some of the things I was saying. There's so many different things that he's done that are just crazy. I remember, this one thing he did to me. It just really made me mad. We knew there was a mouse somewhere around the house. You could see it every so often run by. And don't want that in the house. Get out of here. So my husband set some mouse traps up. And he put a couple up in the attic. And he went to go check in the attic to see if we had mouse caught up there. So he goes up the ladder. And what I didn't know, okay, he took a garbage bag with him because he was going to put the mouse in that because it should have not be alive any longer. So he went up there with it, and he said, "Oh, we got one." And here he comes, and he throws something down at me, and I am just screaming in my head. I'm going, "Ah, what are you doing?" And what he had done was taken a little stuffed animal up there with him, and he threw that down at me. So I thought it was the mouse coming at me, and you should have seen me. I was just running around like a crazy woman. My husband's up there just laughing his head off. He thinks that's real funny. I'm like, "Don't you ever do that again." Yeah, I didn't, make a mess in my pants, because it really scary. That is one thing I just cannot even stand the thought of, is someone throwing, a live or a dead mouse on me. I don't have anything against mice. I just, really don't want them crawling in the walls and eating the wall, the wiring in the wall. So, but anyway, there was not a mouse up there. He just thought he was going to be just real funny. And I just didn't think it was too funny. Really didn't. Let me see. Oh, there's some more A's over here. Let me get these. Okay. Here we are. I certainly hope that the microphone is going to pick me up okay. I haven't done it this way before, so we'll see how it works out. Hoping you're going to be able to hear me okay. And I'm not just talking to be talking. Of course, it doesn't matter. I can talk to myself sometimes, and and yeah, I have answered myself back. I'll be saying, "Now, should I put that there or there? Oh, I think I'm going to put it here." I have got to clean my craft room out. Oh my gosh. I have so much stuff just thrown everywhere. And I just need to organize and sort through some things and move some things out of here. Oops. My little Yorkie was under my table, and I accidentally bumped her with my foot. Sorry, Ginger. I didn't see you down there, baby. So she got up. How dare Mommy do something like that? Okay. Oh, there's a couple of A's right there I missed. Have you ever just completely, I was doing some right next to those, but sometimes I'll just go right past them. It's just crazy. Okay, let's see. All right, there we are. I think I have all of those, so let's move to another color. I think I'm going to do let's do this little pink part, number 3. Okay, this is number 28. So I'm going to pour those back into the bag. Yeah, I'm just working straight out of these bags. This is fabulous. I didn't have to do anything. Just started working out of these bags. They're already numbered. So let's see. That's number 3. So let me look on my chart. Okay. Number 3 is number 3. And I like that too. That it uses a lot of very familiar symbols here. A lot of numbers and letters. Okay. What I've done is I have clipped them together by 10s. This is number 11. Okay. And I need number 3. So I need to clip these back together because I kind of got them loosened up. So put that over there. I'm going to put number 28 back because try to keep them in order so that when it's time for me to find it again, I can find it. Okay, so just going to clip that little bunch back together. I'll pick it up so you can see what I'm talking about. Need number 3. And there it is. Ooh, those are pretty. Very pretty. Now, oh, there it is. I couldn't find my little orange piece to close my thing up. These are pretty, pretty. Let's put these pink ones in here. There aren't very many in this area, but okay. Shake these and get them nice and straight. And let's go back down to the area I'm working on. So we can have a little more color in there. There we are. Let's put some pink ones down. There's number 3 over here. 3. 3. Oh, I have to do some of them greens too. Try some different colors so we can see how they look. This is looking very pretty. You can see it. There we are. Oh yeah, that looks so pretty. Okay, edge here. 3s on here. We got some 3s going out this way too. It's part of this pattern. Yeah. So, what are you working on right now? Any of you working on a diamond painting right now, or are you doing something else? Oh, I was talking about cleaning out my craft room. I purchased a little organizer thing that I'm going to do an unboxing for. I actually saw it on a crochet channel, and I thought that is the coolest thing. So I need to show that because I'll be able to put some of my things and maybe get a little bit organized, and we'll see if I need to get another one. I also like to get boxes, pretty boxes to put things in, so I may need to order some more of those. And just kind of clean out some closets. I've got some closets that I need to kind of go through, and I can put a lot of stuff in there. You know how things start accumulating as the years go by? Well, that's what's happening, and I just need to get rid of things that haven't been used. I mean, I even have some empty boxes in some closets that may have had some electronics in it, and I kept them just to make sure that they were going to work. And if they didn't, I could take it back or, send it back. Well, it's overdue to get rid of some of those boxes. It really is. And I have just a lot of old stuff that I just need to go through. And it's just been so hot, I haven't really felt like it. It's been just hot. I mean, even moving around in the house, I start getting hot. The humidity is just intense. And I normally keep the thermostat at 80 degrees. And so I get to moving around very much and I get hot. Okay, I've got more 3s over there, but I want to do some more inside this vase, because that's what I want to work on a little bit. And I'll work on this now, and then I will be working on it, and I'll be able to show this to you with more done on it before long. As I said, this is a very easy one to work on, easy to read. So I don't mind doing it. Have you ever done a diamond painting that was such a pain to work on that you just really didn't feel like it? Well, that's kind of, I've been working on an Alice in Wonderland one that I purchased a couple of years ago. And I had a friend that was working on her Alice in Wonderland. Well, hers is finished. Hers was a DAC, and, it had good drills and everything. Mine was one I'd purchased a couple of years ago off of AliExpress, and the drills it's a square, and the drills are crappy. They really are. They are awful. So I'm having to fight with the whole way on this thing. So I find myself picking up some of my snack paintings and working on those and working on this and anything but that. I do have over half of it done, so I will get to it. I'm determined to get her finished. She has a lot of confetti in her, so that makes it even more fun when you're fighting with the drills. Okay. So I thought about just tossing her, but I'm like, well, this was one that I really liked, and I love Alice in Wonderland, so I can do it. It's not that big a deal. It's just sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes there are jobs that we just don't feel like doing. It's more like a job than having fun. But I said, I'm determined to get that thing done, and then I'll show it to you guys, whenever that may be. And if I get so mad at it and throw it out in the yard, I'll show you what I got finished on it. No, I do plan on finishing it. They're just time. I've never had one that I have hated working on as much as this one, I don't think. It's just because it's just not been as fun to do. And normally I tell people, just throw it out, get rid of it. But I'm determined to do it. And, this isn't my first rodeo. I know how to deal with these drills kind of going up a little bit. It's just, you got to spend a little more time on it. And I guess that's the reason. This, I can just lay them down and go on. So I love the colors in this. It is so pretty. Oh my goodness. You see the Z shine. So pretty. I guess I need to pull the D's out next, because that looks like that's a light color. That might be kind of the vase type area, but I saw that pink and I just had to put some pinks down. I don't know why. I just wanted to put a different color down. And this one, not too many pinks in here. Just a few. So, do that. Go. Oh, I got a text from my daughter before the hurricane was supposed to come. And she said, y'all can come up here. She's up, in the Dallas area. And that would have been safe. But we have our 3 dogs, and normally we don't have a problem with, the only problem that we were really looking out for were losing some trees and the electricity going off, and then it would be just too hot in here. And I told her, well, if the electricity goes off, honey, you'll be seeing my shiny face coming right on up. But we didn't. There's no way that I would have, like for today, when you got a feel like temperature of 107, I don't know what it would have felt like in here. But I would have been roasting. My husband was trying to get our generator to start, and it hadn't been started in so long, and then it was leaking, so he didn't have time to go get the parts. So I told him we really need to keep one in hand and start it every so often. So we'll see if that happens or not. But something that would at least run a window unit where you could at least stay in one part of the house and run the freezer, refrigerator, and that kind of thing, so you don't lose all your food. What he had done was went out and bought 4 huge bags of ice. And if you don't open the door, that ice will work like it used to in the olden days when you had a regular ice box. So we still have those 4 huge bags of ice, and I can tell it's keeping the freezer even colder than normal. So we've got ice. I don't know what we're gonna do with that, but it's there to use if we want to use it. Okay, I always put this down so I don't spill it out onto my painting. And then let's look and see what D is. Okay, that's number 29, and it looks like it's probably maybe a silvery color like the other one. I'm going to have more of that glass look is what I'm thinking. But that's kind of interesting how this is going to turn out to look like a vase. I don't want to spend too much time talking. I'm just flapping my jaws right now. The whole thing is I'm just really aggravated. All the time I spent trying to get that silly microphone to work when it was just determined not to, and so I was already tired by the time I got on here. Getting kind of sweaty and tired. So either I'm going to have to look into getting another microphone. We'll see how this comes out. I don't know. Or maybe my husband can. Oh, this one actually has kind of a gold look to it. This number 29, that's the D. So let's see how that looks. Oh, wow. This is getting even more interesting because I thought it was going to be silvery color, but it's not. Oh, look at that. I missed a bunch of A's right there. I tell you what. I'm getting more blind every day. Oh, my goodness. Well, you know what? It's not hard to go back in and fill that in. It really isn't. Okay, so we have some gold-colored ones here. Ooh, pretty. So we got a bunch down here we can do. Let's put some, excuse me, let's put some gold ones down here. Ooh, this is interesting. Maybe this is supposed to be a gold, I don't know. This is very intriguing. But these look gold to me. This is very, very intriguing to see. Okay, come on. Let go of it. Just pull it off. Sometimes I push down too hard and that makes it stick a little too much. I've got to remember I don't need to smash it down like I'm trying to push nails in tacks. It's just not that hard to do. Get that moved over. Okay. So this is very interesting. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to turn out. Yeah, very nice. I need to, oh gosh, with this hot weather the way it is, I don't feel much like cleaning or doing anything. You can only do a little bit at a time. It's just so hot. I mean, I could turn the air conditioner down, I suppose. I might need to do that when I get to start really cleaning some things out. Because it's just a lot of stuff. You just every so often you just need to go through and just get rid of stuff. How many of you are in that process? I'm telling you, I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to being able to put some of my diamond paintings in some other places, because I do have some shelves in some of my closets where they would fit very nicely. And I've got things that are just in the way that need to be gotten rid of. And of course, I do have quite a bit of yarn, and I'm not getting rid of my yarn because I still want to do my crochet. I like to do crochet for charity, and I'm hoping to get back into doing some of that. It's just been, I don't know about you, if you crochet or knit or loom knit, when it gets really hot, does it kind of slow you down on wanting to do that? It kind of does me. It has to be something really small that I want to, or if it has to be somebody really special, like if it's for a baby blanket for somebody, yeah, I would do that. I would do that for a precious little baby. Or if there was someone in need who needed something, I would do that. I just might have to turn the fan up a little bit. And that's all I would need to do. Okay. But I do have quite a bit of yarn, and I've got different things that I want to make. Now, I know some of you that watch my channel also either crochet or knit, and I have been saying for over a year that I was going to do a video on how to do a twiddle muffin. I still have not done that, but my husband made a thing for me that, well, I've got the way I have this new arm for my webcam. I might be able to do it now where you can see what I'm doing. So I don't know if people are still interested in that. I think some people would be. I have videos of showing some I've made, and people have asked me to do it from like beginning to end to show exactly how I did it. Because the ones I've done, I followed no pattern. I just saw some and I'm like, oh, just make a tube. Or you could make a rectangle and sew the sides together. It could be made from knitting, loom knitting, quilting, any kind of sewing. You can do these. And they're for people who have Alzheimer's and dementia. And I've been thinking so much of these elderly people who are in the nursing home, not being able to see their families. Some of them that have Alzheimer's or dementia so bad, and they really don't know what's going on. And these are also good for people who are anxious, because they have different things that they can twiddle around on. I was actually making one for my brother before he passed away, but I didn't get to finish it before he was gone. You just never know how much time our loved ones have when they get sick. So just remember to tell them you love them. And I know it's so hard. Those of you who have loved ones that might be in the nursing home or in the hospital and you can't go to see them, try to call them, FaceTime them, and as much as you can. That's so much better than doing nothing. But I've been in the nursing home, and there are some people in there that no one ever goes to see them. And it just breaks my heart. It really does. And it may be they don't have any family left. You just don't know. And I had volunteered at one time at the nursing home, and my mother-in-law got very ill. She was in that same nursing home, and she passed away, and it's been, let me see, November will be 3 years, and I just haven't gone back. It's just been so hard for me to do it. Well, of course, this year I couldn't, but I'm hoping to be able to get back and volunteer. You know, sometimes I'll get down and out, and it just makes you feel better if you help someone in some little way. But just to go and talk to them or visit with them, I've even gone and played the piano and sung at the nursing home, and they'd come in there. One time I was singing some of the older songs like Moon River and that type of thing, and some of them joined right in with me because they knew some of the old songs, and I really enjoyed that, playing the piano and singing along, and it was nice seeing them, get a smile on their face and start singing with me. That was a very happy time for me. So just going and talking with people. I know some are doing pen pals. I'm not sure. I have got to call our nursing home. I keep putting that off to see if they will actually take some donations and see what the requirements are. If I need to put it in special bags, get it washed beforehand, which is, what you normally do. You normally always wash shawls or whatever before you give them to someone. So I need to do that. I need to remind myself, make a note. Usually you talk to the activity director. When you want to volunteer, you go and see the activity director at the nursing home. I found that out when I was giving my twiddle muffs away. So, because I didn't know, I can't remember. I can't remember if I called before I went or if I just went in and asked. I don't remember. It's been, like I said, it's been a while because it was before my mother-in-law passed away. And I just need to go ahead and start making some more twiddle muffs and have some stocked up. I've got a couple done, and I've got one partially done. I just need to do it. Sometimes I'm just sitting there doing nothing. And the twiddle muff is not that big to put in my hands because I don't diamond paint just 24/7. Some days may diamond paint for several hours, and then I may not diamond paint for a day or two. Just depends. Now, it's one I really like, I'm more likely to diamond paint more often. When I look over there at Alice, I'm like, oh, you can wait, honey. I don't feel like messing with you today. That's all I can say. When they're fun to do, you love doing it. When they are like that, but it's a challenge. I got to be up for the challenge. Just hoping she's gonna look okay when I get her done. That I know this is gonna be gorgeous. Just when I'm looking at Alice, I'm hoping, because it's got several themes in the painting, and if you've been with me for a while, you might remember me unboxing her. And there's several scenes from the book in the painting, or the movie maybe, or I don't know. And there have been several versions of Alice in Wonderland. My favorite is probably the Disney one. But there was another one, but that was okay, and I can't remember who it was by. It was several years ago, and it was real people, and I don't remember who portrayed Alice in that one, but it was pretty good. But I've always liked Alice in Wonderland. Oh, and I have looked up some interesting tips. When I do my next WIP and Chat, I need to tell you some interesting things I have found out about the book Alice in Wonderland. And I don't know if I want to work on her while I'm talking about it. I can work on something else and still talk about her. But I found some interesting facts about it that I didn't know. And some of you may know some interesting things about the book. But very interesting. And I'm going to see if I can find some more. I enjoy looking up things like that to talk about. And I need to, if I'd thought about it, I'd talked about that today, but I didn't. Been fighting with that microphone way too long. And I'm going to, I think, stop right now. Sure you're tired of listening to me. I'm not even sure what I talked about at this point in time. But here is the vase right now. Oh, come on. Sometimes when it gets too shiny, my webcam does some goofy things. I don't know why, but it does. Well, and now it has frozen.